Good morning. Sunny skies end the work week, and the weekend looks good today. Our high today will only get to 19, though. Bumper Steve McQuaid is on the roads for us this morning to wrap up the week in traffic. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Glenn. You're right, a nice blast of sunshine this morning, and also the kindest start to the day where you'll find a proliferation of hot air balloons up above the city skyline. You're looking at our view of downtown Sussex Drive and the National Gallery from the Skycam atop the Westin Hotel. A little bit on the slow side again today for the folks coming in from Gatineau through the construction on Highway 50, in along the Queensway from both Orleans and Canada. Heavy but moving, and that is the operative word this morning. That is the latest on traffic. I'm Bumper Steve McQuaid.
It has been a day for speaking out on a variety of issues, from taxes to transit. First, nearly 200 competitors in business have joined forces to fight the tax system. Regional Council is considering changes that could see some tax bills go up as much as 500%. Terry Marcotte reports many in the business community are asking politicians to back off.
Business people usually pride themselves on being independent thinkers. But when many face the same problem at the same time, it has a way of bringing them together. Regional politicians are considering a plan that's supposed to bring equity into the property tax system. Homes and businesses in trendy areas like the Glebe will face higher taxes, while many tax bills in the suburbs will drop. But the problem for some is the size of the tax increase. This drugstore on Bank Street faces a tax hike of 76%. And the owner says, compared to some of his neighbors, he'll be getting a break.
You display as headline news almost every day the numbers of bankruptcies, the number of store closures, the number of job losses. These are real, and they're going to continue on in numbers that are going to be quite high as a result of a tax measure. That's pretty scary.
Eric Vivian worries that he could join that long list of business failures. His family-run fish market has been part of the Byward market for more than a century. Now he could face a whopping $40,000 a year tax increase, a jump of more than 150%.
If this tax increase does take effect, we have 18 months to find another premise or close the business down.
The timing is always wrong for a tax increase if you're in business.
Councillors like Tim Keogh argue that the tax system needs change to bring in some fairness. These people hope to convince the rest of Council that business needs a break. Terry Marcotte, CJOH News.
In a fight to preserve their way of life, over 100 residents of Ottawa West End gathered last night to say no to a transitway in their backyard. The region hosted a meeting trying to sell its latest plan to neighbors, but while the community still wants a change, they say the time is running out.
After 2 long years, a neighborhood's character and transportation needs are still coming head to head. Planners say the latest and final proposal causes the least disruption. Most of the transitway will be underground in the residential neighborhood of Queensway Terrace North, but the community wants to utilize the Queensway corridor.
Our option says we don't want all the transitway on the Queensway. What we would like is just approximately between 6/10 and 8/10 of a kilometer on either side of the Queensway, and continue to use the options that the transit people are proposing.
Ironically, it was the same idea the region wanted in 1988, but the province said no. In 1989, they changed their minds, but no one told the community, and the idea was sidelined.
One of the things which goes back in history on this a little bit is that we explored with the province the use of as much of the Queensway property as we could, so that we avoided private property. And really, in essence, it doesn't fit.
The group is now struggling to get the region to go back to square one. This proposal will go to the Regional Transportation Committee September 23rd. If accepted, Council will vote on it sometime in November. From there, it faces 3 more years of reviews and possibly even more environmental assessment. Kimothy Walker, CJOH News.
Sunshine and 18 for the high today. Clear overnight, chilly with lows to 3. Good chance of ground frost by early morning tomorrow. More sunshine for the weekend, highs to 20 tomorrow and 22 for Sunday.